Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Tower of God New World, and this is going to be an account review video. In this video I will just feature one account and not two because I received a recent update on this one on Discord, and yeah, all the other ones are just way too old for it to make sense to just like review them. So if you are still interested and you want your account reviewed, please like add them in the account review channel on my Discord server so that I can like reply to you as soon as possible, and then I will cover the video later on. But at least you get the information first, and we can also have a sort of discussion if needed. Yeah, that being said, I would say we can just start with the review. I will probably add something else later on after the review is done. But yeah, let's just get started. So this account is Neelzzz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but okay, let's just go with that. It is currently floor 28. I would say 29 already because it's floor 28, stage 60. We can see down below, so pretty sure it's already 29. So yeah, good progress. Remember to push as far as you can as soon as possible, starting from floor 30. You will get a ton of Link XP for every stage you beat, so really, really good. But yeah, I would say just get started with a review and let's go over the yellow element. So for yellow, you have your Cordan, you already have Hiwa, a Rainbow 5, rapport more than 6, so perfectly fine. All the exclusive achievements are okay. Like we can see that the core is basically the first row. So we have Hiwa, Bomb, Evan, and Compressed Rack. I would consider now Compressed Rack as one of the important units in yellow because I'm using him a lot lately, and that guy is great against high regen enemies or enemies you just want to burst down really, really quickly. So yeah, he's an awesome option. Most of the times you're going to like play those four units all together. At times you're only going to play Compressed Rack. At times you're only going to play Hiwa, but nonetheless those four are really, really important. You have probably too many copies on Evan, to be fair. I mean, red one is really high, and when you have like zero dupes, that guy is already perfectly fine. The next upgrade would be Rainbow 5. Anything in the middle is just okay, additional stats, additional scaling, but really nothing too impactful. So yeah, other than that, I would say all the other units that yellow has are just accessory units. Like Cheonwa, you could get him to 3 red for the additional bossing capabilities, but you don't necessarily need him. You could get Vespa to Rainbow 5 if you want to really go for the Alliance Expedition, if you are in a competitive guild or alliance, whatever. You might want to get Vespa a bit higher, but I would say overall is really, really solid. You don't need it. Like you don't need any more investment than that on yellow. Then we have purple. And for purple, your Joaquin is already fine. You have a lot of investment on Verdi, but it's okay because you don't have the collab Rachel invested, so it's fine. She's a good bossing unit, but I would say Rachel is better. So yeah, but you don't have her, so fine. You have the exclusive achievement plus 30 on Karaka, great. And yeah, the only things that are missing are just supports with the exclusive achievement at plus 20 for the ignition weapon sets, and those supports are Gustang and Kunagero. You also need a few more copies of Kunagero. You will really want to get him to Rainbow 5 sooner or later. But yeah, just keep him in the wish list. It will passively get more dupes and hopefully you'll get there one day. The other unit you can focus on here because purple like really shines a lot with her. And without her, you will have a bit of like a few issues higher on in the higher floors because she really deals a ton of damage, especially now that the enemies have low accuracy. She can survive really for a long time and she will kill at the very least one unit and most of the times 2 or even 3. And I have her at orange 2, and she already rivals the DPS that my Joaquin deals. So really, really good unit. But yeah, other than that, there is nothing else to invest in this element. Next, we have the red element. Here, you already have Viola 3 green, and he already starts like doing his job pretty well. So good. The only thing here would be either go for Xiaxia or Romei. Which one of the two is hard to tell. I haven't tested them enough to have a clear answer. I would say now, on most occasions, Romei is probably more useful because all Xiaxia has is like a single target, uh, energy regen and heal, and the attack buff for all the red element allies. It's not bad, but Romei also has, well, not also, but has, because she doesn't have the attack buff to all allies and she doesn't have the energy regen, but she has heals, which are not really that impactful, but okay. And she has a shield from the special skill that increases your effector resistance, and in turns that will help you avoid crowd controls and will help you avoid debuffs. So that alone is really, really important. You're going to avoid annoying like swiftness reductions or magic physical resistance decreases, stuff like that. So it's really, really important. But I would say up to you guys which one of the two you bring to 3 red first. I don't I don't have a clear answer, to be honest. I would probably lean more towards Romay, but at the end of the day, it's just a slight difference. It doesn't really matter that much. But you want to get some of them, like one of the two with the exclusive achievement to plus 20, so that she can give the Runda or Doris effect to Viol. That's pretty much all. You might want to start building a second DPS, which could be either a Craptor or Evankel, but Evankel is only 1 green, so it's a long way to take her to Orange 4 or Rainbow 5. Orange 4 is already viable, but Rainbow 5 is where she really shines. So yeah, I don't know. Probably a Craptor would be the best choice, but that's for later, I would say. No rush in getting him to an eye level yet. Okay, now let's move on to blue. And for blue, unfortunately, since you only have 6k Suspendium, it's going to be hard for you to pull a lot of copies of the collab units, which is really unfortunate because those units are crazy good and they brought blue to a whole new level. But yeah, you will have to just stick to the good old units, which are Quran, obviously. You almost have him to Rainbow 5, which is really, really good. And then the other thing is going to be Blarode. If you can get into Rainbow 5, it will definitely benefit him. And is going to be a sub DPS or just a unit you plug in. Any kind of team really doesn't need to be a blue team, just to get rid of annoying units like Evans in the backline, Viols in the backlines, and stuff like that. Then Blanc, you already have her one rainbow, you can stop like pulling for her. At the moment, I would say just pull for the other units, like the other support units that we mentioned before, but we're going to go in more detail in the wishlist section of the video. And then for the SSR Plus, just invest a bit more in Urek and get him to Orange 4. Other than that, there is really not much else to do in this element. Kurdan to 3 red could be a good option. He's kind of outclassed by Escanor, pretty much, because Escanor is a mini Kurdan that has an AoE magic and physical resistance not only to himself but to all allies. So the percentages are lower than Kurdan, but the effect is way better. So yeah, okay. Kurdan, since you don't have Escanor, is still a valid option. He can tank a lot and he can drain the enemy energy. So really, really good pick there. But yeah, that's pretty much all for blue. Then we have green, and also here you don't have a lot of dupes on the collab units, so just forget about them. You don't need to waste resources to get their exclusive equipment any higher. Just they're there, fine, but you won't really use them that much. So here, just take Zahar to 3 red, you're almost there, and take Child and Dorsey to Rainbow 5. Now that the enemies have lower accuracy, she's going to survive a lot more, and she can actually 1v5 blue teams at times. So really, really good unit. And yeah, Misang is also going to help you a lot against certain Urek or annoying frontline units. She's also really good for Quant, the boss fight, because she can easily like reach the 5.2 billion damage cap. That's going to net you 50 boxes, and you can get there just by getting her to 3 red, giving her an average Rihanna, and if you have, I think, Link 320 to 340, she can already reach 5.2 billion. You will need a Blarode on the team just to decrease the resistances a bit, but you already have him, so it's fine. And you can get 5.2 billion on Quant, and that's it. If you don't want to invest in her, um, and you still want to get the 50 boxes on Quant, just borrow Emisang from a friend and you're fine. And yeah, Ren is also a good option for the SSR Plus, but I would say only go for him if you really, really are struggling against blue teams. If not, not needed. I would still go for other units first, but we're going to talk more about it in the black market section. So that's all also for green. Here we have the links, and I would say now you already have Origin Orb and Tree Essence maxed, so you don't really need to use the Soul Crystals there anymore. You can just upgrade all these links to SS2 and you're fine. Then the Origin Orb, as I mentioned, is maxed out, so there are no screenshots here. And next we have the Tree Essence. You unlock the second wheel everywhere, as already anticipated. So yeah, good. Really, really good. Now you can start just with the crystals you're passively getting, just start rerolling for some good stats. Now my like Tree Essence facility video is a bit outdated, to be honest, because like accuracy is still needed, but not as much, especially lower floors, like probably lower than 45. You don't need as much accuracy as before. Evasion kind of became more important a bit. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell now. I mean, it's not like I can really give you a clear answer on what to focus, especially because Netmarble keeps on changing stuff. So it's a bit volatile. You will have to adapt to the current scenario, but yeah. So that's all for the Tree Essence. Now let's go to Wishlist. For the wishlist, it's good that you're prioritizing Quran, so definitely you want to get into Rainbow 5 and get him out of the way. And once you max him out, just put Child and Dorsey in his place, and that's fine. For the other 4 spots, Kuna Gero is perfectly fine, and for now, Child and Dorsey is perfectly fine. I would remove Blank and for sure Purple Endorsey. You don't need more copies of Endorsey at all. She's just there as a bait when she's used, but lately I'm using Kisei a lot more, so you don't really need Endorsey like at the moment. Blank already has a lot of dupes. You can finish maxing her later on. You don't need to do that now. Just get more dupes of either Xiaxia or Romei, one of the two, up to you. And in place of Endorsey, you can put Misang for now, if you want. If you're already facing like a lot of blue teams and you're having problems with that. Otherwise, you can just postpone Misang for like floor 31 or so and put in Kiseya or Blarode. I would say those are the units you want to focus on at the moment. Even Kurdan, as I was saying before, but that's kind of up to you if you are having issues with the red teams. Then for the black market, as I said, just Zahar to 3 red, which we are already doing perfectly fine. Then you want to get Viol to 3 red so that you're red element is also really, really solid. And after those two, you can start working on Urek and get him to orange 4. After Urek orange 4, you could either go for Evankel, but that's really heavy investment. You need her to Rainbow 5, or you can go with Ren 3 red, so that your green is a bit more stable, especially since you have no collab units. Okay, that's pretty much all for this review. Please let me know if you have any questions or doubts in the comments down below. And to all of you guys, again, if you want your account reviewed, please create a post in my account review channel in the Discord server so that I can give you guys feedback and then feature it in a video. The other thing that I wanted to mention in this video is that it will still take a few days for me to release the character review for the collab units because I want to test them like a lot. I could probably already release the Escanor and Elizabeth videos because I already like use them quite a lot, so I have a rough idea of what to say there. But for Meliodas, I'm still in the testing phase. I don't have a lot of investment. Well, actually, I got him to Rainbow 1 or 2. I don't remember, 1 or 2. So yeah, it's already good, but I cannot tell because I'm not running really optimal ignition weapon sets on him, so I cannot say for sure what it needs, what you would run on him, etc. But it will take a few more days for those videos to come out. I'm planning to release probably tomorrow or one of the days after a video on the presets to show how I'm using them and also maybe showcase a clear of one of the floors so that you can see me swapping the sets and how I go about it, if that could be interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. Again, if you liked the video, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!